Last usual, before we head out, The Last of Us
Real show.
Season 2, Episode 5, I think this one was called. I didn't get the title on this one. But yeah, Episode 5. What do you guys think about this?
I'm gonna go first since y'all been talking. Okay. We've already established that I like Ellie. Obviously, I know a lot of people complain about that for people that played the game. But this episode, it wasn't that I don't like Ellie anymore, but the chemistry she was having with Dina, I just, it kind of wasn't sitting right with me. I don't know. It just kind of felt misplaced. Not misplaced. I don't know if that's the right word, but it definitely felt off. Like I felt cringy watching them try to have their chemistry moments. But that aside, I really enjoyed this episode, man. Like, cause it started off with them waking up and then, like I said, pointing out like the thing I don't like. But when she went into the theater and she started like touching the guitar, I feel like I think they did show Joel, right? She locked in after that. Like she went back up and she was like ready to just go and handle it because I felt like they weren't really like serious. Obviously they are, but like in that moment when they first woke up, I felt like they weren't taking it serious. And then after Ellie came back from that, she was locked in. So I was like, okay, let's lock in. And then I think it just gets crazier because in my head watching them do this, I can only imagine y'all playing the game and I'm like, how do they get out of this? They're putting themselves in situations. I'm just like, bro, how are they going to get out of this? When they went into that room, because obviously the plan was, okay, they're not patrolling this building. So this is how we're going to entry. They're like, why aren't they patrolling it? And I'm in my head, I'm like, something got to be in there. There were smart ones. Stalkers. Not one, not two, not three, but it was deep. I said, bro, when they were circling them, I said, how are y'all going to get out? I don't understand how y'all going to get out of this. And don't get me wrong, it made sense because they find a way. They always find a way. But I was just, bro, every time they're in the situation, I'm just like, there's no way they're going to get out of this. And it always makes sense. So them getting saved, because I need an explanation still. What's my man's name, man? Is it Jesse?
Jesse. Mm-hmm.
My man Jesse pulled up. In my head, when they first left, I was like, somebody else has to follow them. Like, it was short. It was for a little bit because I was like, damn, maybe not. They did, man. Not only Jesse, my boy Tommy pulled up. Listen, bro. All right, we ain't seen him yet, boy, but I said, bro, my instant thought was, where were y'all when they was about to get killed by the group of niggas that walked in that room? Like I said, I still need my explanation on like, because he said he's been following them. So you had to have been there through all of that, right? That's how my thought process was.
They left the day after they left. They're a day behind.
Okay, because I didn't get an explanation. So I was like, bro, y'all sat there and watched them go through all that. But okay, that makes sense. Because I was pissed, but they got it. They got out. They was getting shot at, getting chased. Nah, we ain't going in there. I said, why they ain't going in there? Oh, shit. Scars is in this motherfucker. Listen, bro. When they were doing the rich, I'm gonna call it a ritual because that's what it looked like. I said, bro, there's no way to make it out of here. And the fact that y'all was trying to hide in their environment, there's no way. Instantly, boom, got Dina. Instantly in the leg. I said, y'all are cooked. I don't know how y'all make it out this bitch. Niggas split up. I said, oh, they're cooked. They're cooked. Ellie did the little hoodie down under the tree. I said, oh my God. Like, bro, honestly, bro, the show, like, it gets impressive to me because it's like, y'all play this as a game, and I can see this as a game easily. But seeing it live just feels so good because, like, I don't like playing single-player games, but I love fucking shows. So, man, because I'm not even getting to the ending yet because I want y'all to speak on it before we get there because the ending, boy, I love to see things happen, man. But I'll let y'all go ahead and hop on where I'm at. So,
Nigga is so funny.
That's crazy.
It is so funny because I was going to talk about it regardless, but he tacked it on to the end. This is the same nigga that shits on single player games. You see how crazy, like, the game is so, like, oh my God. If you take away the parts that, like, the main fandom bitched about, like, obviously Joel dying, there's other stuff I'm not going to speak on, obviously, but there's stuff that people didn't like. Some of the stuff I didn't like. but I didn't shit on the game like that. If you take away those core aspects of it, the game is not bad. It's not fucking bad.
That's
You
fine.
would enjoy the fuck
That's-
out of playing this fucking
I don't think
game.
you understand.
No, I'm
I get-
trying to tell you. It's the
I get,
same emotions.
I get bored.
It's better emotions.
I get bored, man. I can't do it.
Like you'd be more into it in the video game, no?
Nah, because the
Yeah.
show, I don't have to actually like sit there and do it myself. I can watch them do it and enjoy it.
Fuck out of here, you lazy bastard.
I
That's
know.
crazy. It's
I
just
don't
so
wanna
boring
survive.
playing it by myself. Like, I'm just like,
Played Hogwarts. Like, give yourself a
and
favor
that
and play one of the
that
greatest
was a
story.
Fun.
That's my favorite game, the first one. You should do the first one, and then you could do the second one. But
Wow.
that's my favorite game.
It was
of all time.
because Hogwarts was a good experience. That was dope. That was different. That was innovative.
But yeah, going back to the episode, I mean, I'm sure, J Mac, when you were watching it, it's like, 'cause you and me, we've already spoken on it. Like, the game is the game. We're watching the show is the show. They're killing it. This shit is amazing. It's interesting because the spores were brought up way before this in the games, right? Like,
That's
this
what
is
Stevie
like
told
late
me.
for
He
the spores.
said the spores were already there, but they didn't show them until now.
I think even in the first game, if I
Yeah, that's-
remember correctly,
yeah.
even in the first game, there was spores.
That's what I was thinking about. And so I forgot. I forgot about the fucking spores. So it's really cool that they did that. And yeah, everything Cody talked about in the beginning was spot on. Obviously I know they're not fucked. People watching the show, you know,
yeah,
using their critical thing, and they know they're not fucked because there's still more show to go.
You would
You
think,
know,
right?
the situation just looks so crazy,
I don't know,
man.
people thought Gloria thought Joel wasn't gonna die. So I mean, you never know.
I guess that's true too. But just going through the scenes in my head, that scene where they're in that building that Cody's talking about, and Dina peeps over and sees that bitch
Bro.
looking at her, I was like, oh my
Bro,
god.
Yeah,
trying to tell you, bro.
That
They
was a
sat there
crazy
and
shot.
tried to plan it. She said they're smart. They're gonna try and get us from behind. There's two of us, one of them. I said, y'all got this. Smooth. That bitch looked up again.
there's two more.
She turned around.
All right, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave now.
Bro,
Oh, there's four over there.
Oh. that reminded me. Dina said we do not use the gun. This bitch used the gun.
Yeah, that was
first
crazy.
chance she got.
Both of them.
Both of them.
I was
Instantly,
like, damn.
are y'all dead ass?
What else do you do?
That's probably why Jesse ran in, because he wouldn't have ran in regardless. Or besides that.
Oh, he heard the shots too. He probably went in there thinking,
Mhm.
what's going on?
But yeah, it was just I don't know, crazy camera work and everything in between, because she saw the first one. She looked back down instantly, like, what the fuck was that? This shit was just funny. But yeah, that scene was dope. Trying to think what else. Oh, seeing the Seraphim, because obviously in the show that's the first time that we actually see how they do their ritual shit with the scalpel, I think it's called, or what is that? What is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
sickle.
sickle.
The sickle. Seeing how they actually do it with the insides and the guts falling out, that shit, it
Boy,
was
what?
horrific.
I thought he was gonna slice. No, they pulled him.
Yeah,
I said, bro.
Yeah,
that shit was grotesque. Dina getting shot in the leg with the arrow. I was
Bro.
with
she
the
shoot
arrow.
it down. Oh shit!
Bro.
They got me.
It was another cool scene I liked was Ellie and the dog. The way that the dog was coming up, because the dude was just like, all right, man, get the fuck out of here. So it's just a critter, guys. That was crazy. I was like, damn, that dog's gonna get him, because you can see the grass movement, like,
Yeah.
fucked right there. But that was cool. And then obviously Ellie and Nora. I mean, man, that was straight out the game.
Yeah, that was.
That was
Chasing
straight
her.
out of the fucking game.
Bro, when it switched to her, I said, we got our first one. Boy, was I happy, boy.
And yeah, we can piggyback off because you can go.
Well, before
Talk
we get
about
into that
Chris.
final scene, another scene I liked that was really good. Isabella Merced's whole monologue, right? She's telling her story about what happened to her and how she
Forgot
got
about that.
to Boulder, or Jackson. Sorry, not Boulder. Well, Boulder is Colorado.
Spoilers.
Jackson. Yeah, that she did a phenomenal job. Like, that was great storytelling. She did. I bought every bit of it, so she just wanted to shout her out. That was a great scene. But yeah, you guys talked on it, man. It was phenomenal. The stalkers were great. That whole shot was insane. Jesse coming in, as me and Jet usually do, and I don't know, Cody, you should start watching those ending, the making of, and they talk about those scenes and stuff like that, and they talked about how Ellie and Dina were like, yeah, we know we're not making it out of it, so let's hope one of us can get out of it.
Damn.
And Ellie making that decision of saving Dina, and because she's been in this situation, she is immune. I thought it was funny though too that like as soon as Jesse got there, he first thing he thought, did you get bit?
Yep.
And then you rewind a little bit and you start watching the scene. That bitch was getting chomped on, man.
Yes, she was, bro.
Her shoulders, her body,
Bro,
her leg, everything.
she was
She had
getting-
3 of them on her. She was getting bit everywhere. And then Dina's like, no, she didn't get bit. She didn't get bit. I saw it.
Bro.
I saw it. So-
Jesse was staring her down.
yeah, that was pretty funny. That was crazy because yeah, she was getting eaten. But yeah, phenomenal scene. The forest scene was great too. Yeah, loved every bit of it. And then yeah, getting into the Nora scene, great. Was that her name, Nora? I think that was right.
Yeah,
So-
Nora's the character. Yeah,
Boy,
Yeah,
She-
great.
she had her in that room. I said, you should have shot already. She ain't gonna give you the information. Just pull the trigger. Nope, let her go. I said, oh my God, she let her run. Bro, I'm like, shoot her down the hallway, bro. I'm sitting there like, bro, what is she doing? Shoot. She said, shoot her and shoot her and shoot her. I said, oh, my girl finna die. Nope. They passed by that door they talked about in the beginning of the episode. I said, oh man. They talked about this area. She went in the elevator. I said, no, Nora's a dummy. Instantly, boy. We went down there. We see nothing but what y'all spores everywhere. I said, nah, bro. Y'all must not know who Ellie is.
You saw her son. You saw the very first scene. Her son. She's talking about her son died. You see him as one of those. So pretty cool.
and that was amazing because I didn't even think about the parallel of that. And they were talking about it in the making, about how it was the exact opposite choice of what Joel did. That lady made the choice for humanity. And I was like, man, that's fucking crazy. I'm telling you, when they talk about the episodes, man, that shit just enhances it. It really fucking does. Giving you the mindset of the characters and the scenes that they're in and the hard work that went into it. It's, man, you just appreciate it so much.
Ellie coming across Nora at the end though, and Nora's like, "You killed us both, you idiot! What are you doing?" And Ellie's just like, "Did I? Did I kill us both?" I told Gloria, man, Ellie should go like this. Smells good.
That would have been
That would have
hard.
been cold.
Yeah.
That would have been cold. Yeah. And so that was cool. But yeah, their whole interaction at the end too, and going full Abby mode. And
Bro,
like,
what?
where is she? Where is she next hit? Where is she next? Yeah. Yeah.
I said,
So,
oh my God, this is the Ellie I want.
yeah. So yeah, no, phenomenal episode. I enjoyed this one too. They're killing it, man. They're killing it. I'm excited for the rest of the season. Like I said, they showed the next episode preview, and I'm excited for that one. That was like an awesome, cool little interaction in the video game. One of my favorite like moments or levels in the first game is the zoo scene, man. And they're going through the zoo and the giraffes and stuff like that. That was so they kind of have this again with that NASA museum thing. And I'm excited to see it. So pretty cool.
It was cool for the people that haven't played the game, getting that revelation of Ellie knowing that Joel did what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In that moment, it's pretty crazy.
When she said it, Ellie said, I don't care. What the fuck you thought this was?
Man, it's good. It's good. We talk about it every week. I know there's people that can't. They're just picking it apart because it's not the game. I say it every week. I know people apparently like the game now. Now it's a masterpiece. Now everybody just fucking loves it. Shit is mind-boggling. But yeah, man,
they realized, I guess, hey, shit, we fucked up because Bella's not for us. So
yeah, it's really crazy. But I've seen a good chunk of people that are enjoying the show. So, you know, people that are able to just watch it for the show is doing it right. You know, it's doing something good, something right. So next man, I might cry.
Oh yeah, it should be an emotional episode. Yeah,
Yup.
absolutely.
All flashback.
Yeah, and
Jesus, man.
Those are sometimes some of the best episodes. So yeah, it's awesome. I still stand by The Last of Us Part 2 should not have won Game of the Year. That should have gone to Ghost of Tsushima. So, for sure.
Damn.
I still stand by that. I love the Last of Us franchise, but Ghost of Tsushima should have won. Well, there you go. Let us know what you guys thought about this latest episode of The Last of Us on Season 2. What did you guys think about it? Leave all your thoughts down in the comments. No news updates. Final thoughts, guys, before we head out.
Knicks in 5.
Lakers in 5.
Dumb fuck.